Well, what if you own a hot dog stand and never make more than $300 a day? And half that's the cost of your food. So you're making $150 a day. You work 5-6 days a week. You make $1,000 a week. You try to take care of your family. And the government comes? Because, I mean, it's hot dog stands. It's small bookstores. It's mom and pops. They don't want mom and pops. Forbes magazine 5 years ago asked, why is there a war on lemonade stands? Turns out the Justice Department's put out public memos. They don't want commerce they can't totally surveil. They're going to get rid of cash. You're not going to drive your own car. Everything's going to be tracked and controlled. Samsung came out and announced what's already been going on for a decade. Microphones and cameras in the TVs, watching and listening to everything you do, uploading it directly to the NSA. With keyword software logging stuff that they flag to listen to. It's being sold off. Yes, if you tune in for the first time and this show sounds crazy, we're not crazy. Reality's crazy. Before I get into election news, look at this raw story. Basically, White House connected, disinfo platform. Alex Jones, Obama put out a green light, close quote, for, close quote, groups of black youths, close quote, to kidnap white women. That is not what I said. See, when you read something like that with quotes after each word, that's a straw man. That's not what I said. I said Obama and MSNBC created a racial climate where there's a green light to go out and attack white people, just like there was a green light before it was decried and prosecuted for whites to go out, groups of gangs, and attack black people. And I said black gangs all over the U.S. attacking white people, it's a well-known phenomenon all over local news around the country, is the equivalent of people that, well, I'm not a criminal, but I do go roll, gays, they use another word. And then because you don't like someone, you go and 2 black guys, 2 white guys, whatever the case is, it's done in all cultures, go beat up some guys coming out of a gay bar that look like they're physically weak. That's predator activity. But it's okay because they're gay, so you're allowed to physically attack them. No, you're not. So it's wrong when the Klan does it. It's wrong when people go out and roll queers, is what it's called. And it's wrong when blacks go out and attack whites. And here's the deal. There is a green light, and no one dare politically correct talk about it nationally, but everybody knows. And yes, it was on the news that Max Cabrera, that's done computer work for us for years as a contractor, and his girlfriend got attacked by a group of 4 black males saying racial things to him and grabbing on her breast. And it's on video. Yes, it's true that Anthony Gucciardi had 8 black guys pull a knife on him and start grabbing his girlfriend and calling him racial names and threatening to stab him in downtown Austin. And it happened to me last Wednesday night on East 6th going to eat dinner because they got some great restaurants over there. And a big black guy comes up to me and goes, I need money right now. I got to have it. You understand? Give it to me. And I was like, whoa. And then we just stood there and then he just stomped off. This is going on. Just like in places like Vidor, Texas, if a black person goes to the town, they get drugged behind a car until they're, it's wrong. It's wrong. But what it is it's criminals who are rationalizing doing what they're doing because you're black, you're white, you're gay. And that's what I said in my speech, not what you twisted and put in this article. And that's why you people don't have any credibility. It's why folks don't listen to you. It's why the so-called left is falling apart, because you're not the left, okay? You're a bunch of racial dividers, okay? 98% of black people, I don't think are hardcore racist. I think about 80% aren't racist, period, but I think 98% aren't hardcore racist. But if you listen to a lot of hip-hop music, the whole culture that's being pushed, it is racial. And I'm just calling it like I see it, and that's a big no-no. Well, here's the deal. You don't control reality, Raw Story. And see, it isn't some set narrative where I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat or I'm pro-black or I'm anti-black. I'm pro-human. That's why I'm against creating race-specific bioweapons to use on black people or setting up abortuaries in all the black neighborhoods. Because I care about every person's soul and who they are as an individual, not off what color they are. But When groups are organizing to racially attack me because of what color I am, I'm going to speak out against it, and I'm proud of it. So keep writing your stupid articles.
Hey, Boomer! I learned in school today that 60% of our bodies are made of water. Good thing we have the Berkey system. It's the cleanest, best water ever. Mom says it's because the Berkey's filtration system cleans out the bad stuff and leaves only pure, delicious water. I know, right? You love it too. Yeah, I'm thirsty too. Let's go get some. Get Berkey clean water by calling 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653. Or visit goberkey.com.
This winter, next to water and food, you need a safe, storable fuel supply for your preparedness needs. Spare fuel is the answer. Unlike gasoline, spare fuel can be safely stored with your other supplies for many years and works in any gas-powered vehicle or backup generator. With the bitterly cold temperatures predicted for this winter, now is the best time to stock up on spare fuel. So go to GetSpareFuel.com. That's GetSpareFuel.com. GetSpareFuel.com.
Americans, it's the end of the world as you've known it. Hi, this is Larry Crisp with BabyBoomerBackupPlan.com. And right now, if you're a middle-class American, you probably feel like you're being squeezed out of existence. As incomes drop, food prices rise, and job markets remain abysmal, how will you provide the cash flow you and your family need to survive? Every generation knows that the old plan of trading 40 hours a week for 40 years, then retiring to a golf course is a thing of the past. But while the traditional concept of retirement is fading, a new and exciting time of re-inspirement is emerging. You can find out how friends of mine from 25 to 85 years old have learned the secrets of creating cash flow and freedom they never dreamed possible in my free special report at BabyBoomerBackupPlan.com. Yes, it is the end of the world as we've known it, but you'll be re-inspired by my special report at BabyBoomerBackupPlan.com. Call 800-704-4117. That's 800-704-4117.
Did you know by age 50, half of all men have an enlarged prostate? This means more urges to urinate, longer bathroom trips, waking at night to urinate, or issues with sex. If this sounds familiar, call us now, because we're shipping free bottles of Super Beta Prostate to listeners of this station. Super Beta Prostate is a non-prescription formula guaranteed to reduce the symptoms of your enlarged prostate. It's yours free. Pay only shipping and handling. Just call 1-800-852-1820. In clinical trials, the ingredient in Super Beta Prostate was shown to reduce urges to urinate, improve bladder emptying, reduce waking at night to urinate, and improve quality of life. This Super Beta Prostate free offer is for listeners of this station, but it won't last. Don't wait. Just call 1-800-852-1820. That's 1-800-852-1820. Call 1-800-852-1820.
Do you lay awake at night and worry about the health and safety of you and your loved ones? Do you wonder what would happen if you weren't able to get to a hospital or doctor? How can you keep your family safe against the deadly pathogens that are beginning to emerge in the world today? Give yourself peace of mind with Supernatural Silver. Supernatural Silver is turning heads around the world as a new weapon in the fight against bacteria, viruses, and fungus. Supernatural Silver can be taken internally or used topically to help the body's own immune system fight off disease much more effectively. Supernatural Silver has been tested at independent universities and laboratories around the world and has been proven to be safe and highly effective against some of the planet's deadliest pathogens. There is no better product to have in your home for daily use or emergency preparedness. Go to supernaturalsilver.com, use the code SILVER2014 for 20% off, and give yourself and your loved ones a fighting chance with Supernatural Silver.
If you go to Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com and click on the big elections button in the right-hand corner, it'll take you to a page where we're posting the latest articles and videos as they roll through. We're also going to post at the top of that page the video player box where you can get the free feed, not just of this daytime show that's always there, the radio show, but of the nightly news. And if you want real in-depth analysis of what the candidates are really doing, what the election returns are showing, what this political realignment means, what we can expect Obama to do with executive orders. Can we force the new Republican Senate, if they do take the Senate, to start prosecuting these criminals and turn the tide? Because we have to send a message to stop the arrogance and lawlessness and political persecution of the press, of the people, of the Tea Party. We have to reverse this, or it's only going to get worse. We're already living in an age where the IRS says, yes, we come after people that don't want to turn their guns in. Yes, if you're in the Tea Party, we're going to come after you in an attempt to create fear and take over the nation. These are true totalitarian authoritarians. We'll also send out a link at the end of the show today in the free newsletter at Infowars.com/newsletter. Just enter your email there. We'll send you exclusive articles, videos, special deals in the Infowars store, and more. That's all at Infowars.com/newsletter. Now, I want to open the phones up here today to get your take on the election. Is this a political realignment? Do you have any hope that the hundreds of Tea Party candidates being elected each cycle to state government, the dozens being elected each cycle to Congress, the thousands being elected each cycle to local government, this is the big up-and-coming movement that has the Republican and Democratic leadership organizing, pooling funds, and going after them. That tells you they're the bombers that are over the target. Do you have any faith in that? Are you going to run for office? What do you expect to come in tonight's election? What do you think about all the massive news of electronic fraud going on for the Democrats mainly, and of ballots being handed out to illegals, and of James O'Keefe being able to go out and vote 20 times? He got to the point of voting and then didn't commit the fraud, but went and showed the fraud. He'd say, let me show you my ID. Oh, no, sir, we don't want that. You can go online, get somebody off the rolls who's known to have not voted in a long time. It's all listed by the Democrats. They put out lists so you can go engage in fraud, and then you dare try to show ID to show it's you, that you registered. This is identity theft. You should want to have that proven. And they say, no, only a couple states are demanding ID. Texas is one of them, and we're being sued. It's outrageous to be usurped like this and to talk to the illegals. And they openly say, like in the video Utopia, they say, we fled Central America because of socialism, but we're up here basically to get some of the free stuff. But you know socialism destroyed your country. I know, but who can turn down free stuff? And then they vote for Democrats who will take their guns and who think their kids belong to the state. All because of short-term thinking. And it's the lottery ticket mentality that isn't just in the third world. It's here in America. It's wherever there's ignorance, wherever there's desperation, wherever there's poverty, wherever there's sewage running down the street, wherever there's the end of prosperity, people want the get-rich-quick scheme. They want the scam. We've tried to go out and pick up homeless people that look, half sane and take them to the mall and get them clothes. And we never really air the specials because it would just be exploitive to lie and say it helped them. And then they run right back in an hour later and try to sell the suit to get even more money when we've just given them a couple $1,000s and are trying to go get them an apartment. And then they won't even fill out the paperwork for the apartment, basically. That happened years ago and then again recently. And you just can't help them, and they don't want to be helped. But then meanwhile, if you want to start a business, you want to work hard, we're going to do everything we can to break your back, because somehow that's bad in America now, and businesses don't hire people, and you didn't build that. This is a fundamental attack on reality. Toll-free number to join us on election 2014 and any other big news items you want to raise. Just get to your point, because I want to get to a lot of calls, or I want to attempt to. Love to hear from you. First-time callers, want to add that as well for this first hour of calls or so. 800-259-9231. 1-800-259-9231. What are you seeing in your area? Have you tried to vote? Are you having problems? We're going to go over all the election fraud news and more straight ahead. I'm Alex Jones. Stay with us.
We're on the march.